What's going on, everybody? You're now tuned in to Flavors First, and I'm your host, Jazz Nicole. Today's episode is, oh my gosh, me telling y'all about the time that I was a damn side chick. I know it's hard to believe, but it happened. So let's just get into it. Don't judge me. Okay, so listen. I was dating this guy I had known for several years, like since we were kids or whatever. And we just decided to, date again in our adult life and see where it would take us. Everything was fine. Everything was cool. I was thinking everything was fine and cool. Let me tell y'all. So, I live in Ohio, and my boyfriend at the time was out of state, so we would travel back and forth on the weekends to see each other, or if it was the summertime, I would stay a couple weeks there, he would stay a couple weeks here. In that time is when I should have been paying attention the most, because that's when all the signs were there. When I would go visit him, we would get a hotel room because he had roommates, and I wasn't really comfortable just staying in the house with several guys that I didn't know, even if it was just one or two roommates. They have friends, and boys are nasty sometimes. Whatever, that's a whole nother show. But we would go to get us a hotel or whatever, and that gave us our time together, and then we can come and go as we please or whatever like that. Didn't think anything beyond that because I actually knew his roommates. So this one time I went up there. This is the first incident. One time I went up to visit and I met him at the hotel. So I parked my car. When I got there, I saw his car, so I parked next to him. And I just waited because I ended up getting there a lot earlier than I was supposed to. Maybe like an hour or an hour and a half before I was supposed to. And I believe this is around daylight savings time because I had no idea why I was there so early. So I parked my car next to his and I stayed out there for a little. So after I parked my car next to his, another car pulls up, and I don't think anything of it because we're in a parking lot. People do that. You're going to park in an open spot. But this is the killer, y'all. A girl got out of her car with a key. She got into his driver's seat. I'm like, what in the hell type shit is this? I'm thinking, like, is this some kind of fucking joke? Like, is this a game? Is he trying to test me to see, like, what I'm going to do in this kind of situation? But then I'm like, no, he's not doing that because he didn't even know I'm here. So this is when I had to let him know that I'm here. I know I should have been asking this girl who she was and why she was getting in my man's car, but you know what? If she got a key, that's not on me to decide or to be asking no questions. So I went ahead and texted him. I'm like, okay, so I'm out here and some girl just got in your car. What's going on? He's like, oh, I meant to tell you, I had to get new tires on my car and get some work done, and she's the only one that can do it. Mind you, I've seen this girl before. After I thought about it, I've seen her before. It's his ex, y'all. His damn ex. So I'm like, oh, hell no, here we fucking go. But I had already drove all that way. I wasn't about to be going back all the way back home. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just, even if this turns out to be some bullshit, I'm going to enjoy myself this weekend and, figure out what I'm going to do later. So that happened, and I don't know why, like thinking back on it now, I don't know why I just didn't ask that girl like what the hell she was doing and tell her who I was and try to get the info out of her as to the extent of their relationship, because as far as I knew, I thought he hated his ex. It's always the bitches that you hate that you fucking around with still, but let me just calm on down and get into the rest of the story. After that incident happened, we had a discussion about it and the extent of their relationship or friendships, or why are they still involved with each other the way that they are. I thought that I got clarity and made myself clear about my expectations for us to continue a relationship together. Everything was cool for a while. Like, nothing really happened to throw any red flags or anything like that my way. But then again, I am out of state, so I'm not there physically to see anything that's going on or to recognize certain behavior or anything like that. So if I'm just seeing you on the weekends, shit, anything could be happening. The second incident that happened is we ended up going on vacation, and while we're on vacation, we're just, this is a long ass drive. Like, we're driving. We didn't take no plane. We wanted to kind of do like a little road trip, little mini road trip. And I just noticed that his phone was ringing a lot, and I never really paid attention to who was calling. But after it kept on ringing, I started paying attention, and I'm noticing his name. And the name is a very common last name, so I'm just thinking maybe that's one of his boys trying to get in touch with him, or maybe one of the roommates. I don't know people's last names, so whatever. So I let it go. But after about like 6 calls, and it was like back to back to back, I'm like, who is that, and why you not answering the phone? Like, what's going on? He like, oh man, that's my ex, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not your ex, because that's not her last name. And why do you have her saved as that last name in your phone instead of her regular name? Whatever. So he's like, oh no, not that ex. It's another one. Bruh, how many exes do I have to tell you not to deal with for you not to deal with them? Should've just threw in the towel right then. But no. Silly old me kept on being in this fucking relationship and dealing with his stupid ass. So I press him on that. I'm like, you got me fucked up. Why she feel like she need to be calling your phone like that? What's going on? Like, do she know that you're in another situation? Like, are y'all still trying to work stuff out? Let me know. So I'm on an all expenses paid vacation. I'm gonna enjoy myself as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? And had I found my own transportation back, I would have been left his ass and just deaded it right then and there. But we ended up staying down there. We was down out of town for like, I think it was about a week or so. Pretty sure it was like on spring break or some shit like that. But anyway, we stayed gone and ended up having a good time. I end up doing some excursions or whatever, and met up with some people that were there and ended up making friends with people there. So I was having a really good time, and he went and did his thing, which was cool. I didn't have a problem with that. I don't have to be stuck up under you just because we're on vacation together. Have fun, do your thing, and then we'll meet up later. It was only like a couple hours that we weren't around each other. But within that couple of hours, y'all, tell me why this nigga ends up communicating with this ex that was blowing up his phone. And when we are back in the hotel room, I end up seeing a receipt. I'm like, just cleaning up the room, straightening up the room. It's not like I was snooping. See, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go snooping through your stuff. Anything that I need to see is going to show itself. So I'm cleaning up the room because I don't know why, but side note, people go to hotels and just go crazy and be messy and nasty and say, I can't. I gotta have a clean space. But anyway, so I was cleaning up and I saw this receipt. I read it because whatever, I read it. And y'all ain't gonna believe what the hell it was. A Western Union receipt for some fucking money. Do y'all know how pissed I was? And it was from the bitch that was calling his motherfucking phone. So I'm like, how you gonna tell me that you're not dealing with her and y'all not, still involved in no kind of way like that, but she's sending you money? And this ain't like $50 that she's sending you. This like she paying rent type sending you. So I'm like, oh, well, we about to enjoy fucking vacation. Since y'all both want to play games, we're about to enjoy vacation. And at this point, you're not my nigga because you got some explaining to do. And I had to play nice because motherfuckers is crazy. So I had to make sure that I had to wait all the way back to my house or at least to my city so that I could figure out, what I'm going to do. So I played nice. I enjoyed the rest of my vacation. I sure the fuck did spend that cash because no, I'm not about to just be looking dumb and then sitting there out of town with a whole attitude and wasting my time. That was incident number 2. And then the third and final incident that really made me want to commit a crime that will end up having me in there all my damn life. I said, fuck it. And the last time that I went up there, I went to visit, and this was it was some time after the vacation. We had already talked or whatever and dealt with the situation at hand, and I just said, fuck it. Matter of fact, nope. It was a reason why I was there. It was something for his grandma. And shit, fuck, outside of our relationship, I was still cool with the family. The family loved me. So, whatever, I'm going. If I'm invited, I'm coming. And, because I don't disrespect elders or whatever. And, older people, you don't ever know when you're going to see them again. So, yes, I did. I went, attended the event with them. I ended up, because this nigga didn't come to his own grandma stuff. Weird. So, I pulled the fuck up. Sure did. I got the address. Ben had it. So, I pulled up. Y'all not gonna believe this shit. I knock on the door. Guess who the fuck come to the door? Nope, not the ex that fucking was in the car. Not the ex that was fucking calling and blowing up his fucking phone. A whole nother bitch, y'all. And I asked, I said, is he here? She was like, no, he's not here, but what's up? What you doing here? Bitch, what you mean what I'm doing here? How the fuck do you know who I am? So I waited until he got there. So I'm sitting there talking to this girl, and she's telling me all this stuff about how, she had been dealing with him, and he been staying where he was living in the house with her, and that's the motherfucking roommate. So he was lying this whole motherfucking time, telling me that he had all these guys roommates, and knowing that I knew these guys, I'm just thinking, yeah, it's cool, that makes sense for y'all to be living together. But no, this nigga had a whole ass girlfriend, and I don't even know if she knew. I don't even know how long they was together for real, but I don't know if she knew about the other two bitches or however many other bitches was in the picture. But I don't understand it. I don't get how people can be in so many relationships at one time. Like, it was easy for him to do that to me because I'm not in the same city. So whatever, you waste somebody's time. Easy to escape or easy to lie or easy to get over on somebody just because, they're not in the same space and they can't, see what you're doing, or not even monitoring, but just beware of the shit that you're doing. So, y'all, I was pissed. Super, super pissed. Like, I wanted to go up to his job and blow that bitch down. But I couldn't find the location of the job. And I was really so hurt. I was kind of hurt, but then I was like, bitch, you knew what the fuck was going on. Like, you had to be smarter than that. But damn, I didn't know he had a whole ass living girlfriend. Like, bitch, you need to feel like shit because you knew who I was. But I ain't know shit about you. So you chose to stay. I didn't. That's your man, sis. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I look back and I think about all the stuff, like, the signs were there. It was clear to me. I just was like, I guess I was being naive for whatever reason, or just saying, you know what, like, whatever, I'ma just treat it like, I don't know, treat it like he's just my friend. And I know that I started detaching myself to him after the first incident. So at that point in my mind, I'm just like, I'm just kicking it with my friend. And I'm not really thinking, one, this man disrespected me and I shouldn't be messing with him at all. And I wasn't thinking like, you are way better than this. So either you show him that you don't got time for that shit and you leave him now, or you let him stay around and you treat him how he's treating you, or you just let the shit go altogether. And I'm not the person to cheat on somebody because I know that they cheating on me. No, nigga, bye. Because I ain't got no time for that. What I look like add mouths to my shit. You know what I'm saying? And still end up looking stupid because the nigga that I was with was not faithful to me. It's not about, just doing whatever to get attention. It's about being in a respectful relationship to where your partner values you and cares about you and ain't gonna let no fuck shit go on because of the respect that they have for you. And that's what I was lacking. That's what he was lacking for me. He didn't have no kind of respect, and he didn't have no respect for his girlfriend. He didn't have no respect for none of the bitches that he was leading on. He was just using pretty much all of us because he was using me for a friendship and for a way out of his relationship. He was using the girl that sent him the money for the money, clearly. He was using his girlfriend for a place to live and using his ex for that car. So he was a using ass nigga and he wasn't shit. And now guess what? He probably still ain't shit. And honestly, that karma is going to come back around and it's going to kick him in his ass. And that shit is going to be real. Because who even knows how long he been doing shit like this? Like, shit like that you just gotta think about. Like, you have to realize that everything that you put out and all the shit that you do to people is going to come back to you, whether that's good or bad. So why put yourself in a position to where you could possibly change your ways 100%? Just think about this. You change your ways 100% from being a cheater, a liar, a manipulator, and a user. and you turn your whole life around. You find somebody who you think that you're in love with, and then boom, they let you think that everything's good, and they fucking you over big time, and you done put all your heart and all your effort and all your energy into this person just to be on the receiving end of all the shit that you done did to everybody else, and everybody else that you done hurt. Just think about that type of shit, ladies and men. Think about that shit before you go do shit to people, or you get in relationships or situationships with people and decide that you gonna just do your thing and play games with people's hearts and minds in time that can't nobody get back. Just think about that before you do, because it's gonna come back probably tenfold. So be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. Well, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. That's all the energy I feel like putting into this situation. Of course, there was a ton of stuff that I didn't mention, but if you stay tuned, I'm sure future episodes will unfold all the things and tragedies that I've been through in my life. So make sure you tune in next week and let me know what y'all think about this episode. And if you're not already, make sure you follow the podcast pages at Flavors First Pod. On Instagram, that's FLAVORZ First POD. Also, Flavors First Podcast on Facebook. And you can follow me on all socials at forever_JazzXOXO. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.